And we are live. Hello, humans and dogs and Bobrovskis, whatever other things out there. Hello to Dougie Hamilton's fibula. Probably watching us from somewhere out there, floating around. I'm still so sad about that. God,
Too soon.
I can't believe Dougie is that injured. Man. Also, the way I set up the stream, it really does like encompass the tiny man thing. Your head is all massive, mine's super small.
How far away from your camera are you?
Um, I don't know. I don't know how to show you. I don't know how to. I don't know. Like a foot, I guess.
A
I think you're
foot,
actually. I think you're actually farther away than I am.
probably.
I don't know. We have the same. Thanks, Derp. Appreciate it. We try our best. We sometimes have a dope podcast. We sometimes have a mediocre podcast. But I think we tend to err on the side of dope more often than not.
You'd hope.
Hopefully.
Okay. Should probably figure out who's actually playing tonight. You still there, or you die?
I turned off the on air button again. um, I was no.
Well
So
done.
I was talking about Dougie. I was like, Dougie is dead. Dougie is long gone. But even in a keeper though, the thing is, like, I have a keep 5, and I'm not keeping Dougie. So, R.I.P. R.I.P. Dougie.
Yeah, I guess it depends on who the five are.
Yeah, I mean, my 5 are Hellebuck, Vasilevsky, Sagan, McDavid, and
The
one of
the goalie heavy league or whatever.
yeah, it's a goalie heavy league. I mean, and they're they're both so good, and I traded away my first, so I'm got to keep goalie. I'm blanking on who my other keeper is. Sagan, McDavid, Vasilevsky. I traded away Hall, so I'm obviously not keeping him. I don't remember, but I have one other keeper, and it's not going to be Dougie. Trade away Burns too. You were very fond of that trade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's take some of these questions here. So, would you prefer Goligoski, Chirot, or Niskanen in a bangers? Personally, I think it depends what you need. Like, do you need blocks? Do you need hits? Do you need points, upside? They're all kind of different in that regard, I think. Chirot probably gives you the most all-around coverage. Sometimes he's slowed down a little bit. Niskanen is better for blocks, and then Goligoski is, I think, better point upside than anybody else.
Man, my crap is fuzzy.
Yeah,
But
you fuzzy, but it's okay.
this is what happens when
You're,
you encode twice.
you a fuzzy boy.
I think with no other context, I like Chirot the most,
Yeah.
assuming it's a Cats league.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, what's the next one here? James Webster, 16 team, 4 keeper league. I'm moving Taylor Hall at the deadline for picks. What return should I be getting? Well, I just traded Taylor Hall. Let me look up the trade for you so you can get an idea. Mine is a 12 team keep 5, so maybe it gives you an idea of what you can get. But here is what I got for Hall. You want to take the next question, and I'll get to
Well,
this?
I'm saying if you're only looking for picks, you should at least get a first.
It's at least a first, absolutely, for just picks.
Yeah.
For me, so here's what I did. 1 second. I should remember this, to be honest, but I don't.
I do the next one. Sit one,
Yeah.
Barry, Petrie, Klingberg, Dumba, or Vatanen. Actually, did they play Vatanen top power play last time? They have not been lately, so he's been kind of
They've been
not.
they've been moving things around.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
now he's. Go ahead.
I was
He
gonna,
did play top power play
he
with
did.
Subban last time, so.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's a good thing to be getting power play time regardless.
Yeah,
so
that's true. So what I did
probably Dumba then.
In my trade for Taylor Hall, I traded Hall and Hornquist and the 11th round for JT Miller, Jacob Truba, and the 8th rounder. So I got an upgrade in picks there by a little bit. I solidified my peripherals with Jacob Truba, and then I got JT Miller, who, at least for this season, because I wasn't keeping JT Miller, or I wasn't keeping Taylor Hall, so JT Miller was kind of I don't know. I really like his power play point upside and just all around upside and cats as well. But yeah, I mean, at minimum, if you're looking for just picks, it should be a first, in my opinion.
Yep.
Okay, what's next here? Should I keep starting Elvis every chance I get? Yeah,
Especially tonight.
especially tonight. I mean, yeah,
Against the Devils.
absolutely. Yeah. Drop 2 for rest of season hold in Yahoo Bangers Cats Leagues without blocks. Howla, Eric Stahl, Zucker, Cahoon. I think I'd lean Howla.
You need to drop 2.
Howla and Stahl?
I don't know.
Maybe Howla and Zuck. I don't think you should drop Cahoon.
I just wonder if Cahoon's gonna keep. It might be Cahoon, honestly. I feel like Cahoon didn't play a lot in his last game.
I'm pretty low on Howla, as you know.
Yeah, he played 12 minutes 2 games ago, 16 minutes last game. I don't know. And Zucker's not great. Cahoon could wind up getting demoted. I think he's the highest chance of getting demoted.
Yeah.
So I think Cahoon but I wouldn't want to keep 2 wild players either.
Me neither.
I think I'd keep Hala and Stahl actually, and let Zucker and Cahoon go. Zucker. I mean, yeah, he's Zucker. Every once in a while, he's gonna get a hat trick, and everybody's gonna freak out, and that's about all he does.
Exactly. You want to take the next one? I'm gonna tweet this out really quick so that people know that we live.
I already tweeted it out.
Oh, you did. Did you tweet out that we're live, or did you just tweet?
I said pay attention to 45 minutes. But
oh yeah, it's 45 minutes ago. Now we're live.
Okay. Guess it's time to drop Hamilton. We just did. Yep. Who are you liking more, Gerard or Gardner? I don't trust either. Neither do we. Slavin was power play 1, so I trust Slavin if we're going to go that route over either one of them for now. Yeah.
What's your random question here? What's your favorite morning beverage?
I drink tea. Does that count?
This is why we're friends.
I drink black tea all the time.
This is why we're friends.
Yeah. This morning I actually drank some tea we got from the Balmoral when we were in Scotland a while ago, which is like a fancy hotel / tea room place.
Sounds good. I gotta get myself out there. Also disappointed you didn't bring me any. A little.
This was years ago, but I think I may have actually. But that was the video where Lily like put the camera on me and I'm like eating all the stuff that they're giving us at the tea room. And she's like, it's not a competition. I'm like, it is a competition, and I'm winning. And I was so unbelievably sick that night. They basically gave you like as much food as you wanted, and I just decided, considering how expensive it was, that I'm supposed to eat everything. You were not supposed to eat everything, and I did not feel good at the end of it.
I mean,
very bad.
That's kind of your whole motto, though, is you always eat everything.
Yeah.
Like I remember when we went to eat that pig or whatever, and you just would not stop eating. Like, yeah. I thought you were gonna just keel over.
I have really bad self-control if something is sitting in front of me. So the plate either needs to be cleared away, or I'm just gonna keep eating at it. It includes like snacks too. Like if I'm like the guy at the party that just sits there eating the dip for hours and then just leaves like uncomfortable.
It includes fantasy too.
Yeah.
Okay, what's this next one here? Thanks, Matt. Appreciate the love for the podcast. Timo or Gusev? That's a good one.
Gusev's playing against the Blue Jackets away.
Yes.
Timo is playing against the Canucks away.
They're both terrible. But you know what I'd say? I'd say if you need points, I'd go Gusev. If you need peripherals, I'd go Timo. I think that's
probably sounds about right.
Yeah. Yes, upvote the stream if you're watching. Or give it a thumbs up. It helps out. What
points only for Gardner, Gerard? I still would go Slavin. If it has to go that direction.
out there. Otherwise, I guess If I had to choose between those two, I'd say Gardner. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Good morning, Shani. I am also on the West Coast now. So
we did this.
We did do this. Grammar school. I am also on the West Coast, so I am still also kind of catching up with my brain. What's the next one here? Sean Sitwin, Forsberg versus Buffalo, Meyer versus Vancouver, Kovalchuk versus the Vegas Golden Knights, Radulov versus Minnesota.
Okay.
I'd probably go Meyer.
Yeah, unless you need the peripherals.
If you don't need the peripherals, I would go.
Hey.
Oh my god, a multi-cat monster! Yeah.
We still gotta change that. Welcome to multi-cat monster.
I know. I mean,
Sounds like
I
it
don't,
was written in like 1980 by a foreign company.
but I don't know if I can set that. I gotta go back and check. But yes, a multi-cat monster. If you don't know what a multi-cat monster is, it's YouTube memberships. If you sign up, you get episodes early. You get a special Discord channel with us, a bunch of like little different perks. It's virtually YouTube's version of Patreon, and so you can sign up for that if you want to support us. It's down in the description of the live stream if you want to check that out. But thank you, Brandon. Seriously, appreciate it. And look at that, you get a sweet little cat icon next to your name. A monster. It's a cat monster. It's not a cat. It's a multi-cat monster, literally. So yeah, I'd bench Meyer if you don't need the peripherals. If you do need the peripherals, then I probably bench Kovalchuk. Oh no, Kovalchuk's
I'm not benching Kovalchuk.
You
I
bench
am not
Forsberg.
benching Kovalchuk.
Then you bench
I would
Forsberg.
literally bench everybody on that list before Kovalchuk at this point
Really?
for tonight. Yeah.
Wow.
He's just been. I get that. Like if if we're talking rest of the season, then no. But I'm riding the heat with Kovalchuk, especially with Gallagher out. I get that Vegas is tough, but they haven't been unbeatable lately.
Yeah. Would you
and coaching change? You don't really know what you're going to get when you play.
Here's
them.
a question. I actually have a sit start question for you.
I don't want to hear it.
So I have Bobrovsky that I can start at Detroit, or Carey Price versus Vegas at home. Carey Price, of course, just had that massive game against Philly. So
I would play Bob.
Really?
Detroit,
Price has had 3 everybody games.
Yeah, but Bob is. I mean, I don't even like Bob, but Detroit is so unspeakably bad.
Fun fact: last time Florida played Detroit, they won 5-4.
That's sad, but Janae,
another one. Yeah, another one. Look at that. Look at all the members. Whew,
I would still do that though.
Okay. So anyways, okay, let's get
no.
Okay, hold on.
Detroit is worst in goals for in the league by like 20% to the next worst team. They have like 110 goals for, and the next worst is like 125 or 130.
And that next worst is probably Florida, isn't it?
No, it's LA, I think. It's LA or Anaheim.
God. I'm so scared though. I mean, Price has had 3 incredible games in a row now. But Vegas is hard. Vegas is not easy. Fine, I'm listening to you. If this goes to hell, I'm rescinding.
I'm just looking for that Shea Theodore hat trick. You know.
Thanks, Elias, by the way, or Elias, I'm guessing, for the Bobrovsky tip. By the way, I didn't know he was playing today. So that's good to know. Add Cam Atkinson for the weekend. I like Cam Atkinson while Bjorkstrand's out because he's top power play right now. So I like it. Good. From Bill de Iturondo. I'm gonna guess that's how you say it. That's how I'd say it in Spanish, at least. Is it too early to start thinking of the playoffs? I have Vasilevsky, Qdobin, and Jari after the All-Star weeks. I'm thinking of trading Vasilevsky for Hellebuck because of the schedule. When it comes to goalies, I wouldn't worry about schedule too much.
You don't want to try to min-max, or not even min-max, but you don't want to try to like really worry too much. Yeah, about the schedule. Vasilevsky's. I'm not betting against Tampa at this point in general. They've been playing so well.
Yeah, I mean. When it comes to goaltenders too, like all you really want to do is you want to have the best goaltender possible for the playoffs, and just kind of hit your starts. That's pretty much it.
Think about what you're suggesting right now. Trading Vasilevsky for Hellebuck, okay, but if you look at the metrics for Winnipeg, they're not really a good team. So there's like,
it's a very risky move for you that it more likely than not won't pan out. You're taking on a lot
Jerry's been slipping. Jerry's been slipping. He might lose the net, which we called ages ago. That it's not set in stone. He's going to keep the net.
Yeah.
And then, Hellebuck has a much higher chance of getting shelled into oblivion, which just happened, than Vasilevsky does. Rest of the season.
I'm trying to forget that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about it.
McCann or Armia. McCann. Well, actually,
I like Armia today.
Oh yeah, today.
Also, Matt Murray had another fantastic game. That's 4 wins in a row now for Matt Murray. He's been playing well. Anyways, I think I'd play
Armia. Armia against Vegas or McCann against.
McCann's tired.
Yeah, who are they playing though? Pittsburgh. Why am I not seeing Pittsburgh?
I don't see Pittsburgh. I think they're just asking in general.
Oh, in general. McCann for points, Armia for everything else.
Yep, that'd be my take.
Armia in general, but yeah.
Should you hold Vatanen? Nah.
I am, actually. Now that he's back top power play. The thing is, I can't predict the power play there yet, and I want to see what'll happen over the next little while.
Oh, no. So I did that purple shampoo thing yesterday because my hair got really yellow because of California sun. I definitely left it in too long, and my hair is now tinted purple. Yep.
What?
It's definitely got some purple hues in there. That's a problem.
Good lord.
Oh boy. Okay, let's
So I'm
you
higher
know
in
what? It's the
rest of the season
lighting.
than he is, I guess. But it
Yeah.
depends on who's available in the league.
Yeah, it depends who's available. If good people are available, if good people are available, then I would probably not hold. Um okay, what's the next one here?
Bench one between Schwartz, Radulov, and Hall. I think I benched Radulov.
Yeah, I'd probably
actually.
bench Radulov as well too. Yeah. Whichever one plays the okay. Thinking of dropping to Brincat for Tatar in my redraft 10-team Roto League.
I think I actually would. Tatar's been good all season.
Yeah, Tatar has been
and
good.
he's been hitting, which is fun, I
Yeah.
guess.
That
I
is
don't
true.
remember him being a hitter, but he has been this season. Yeah, he's going to set a career high in
Fine.
hits. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
I don't mind it.
Not by a huge margin, but
Yeah.
I mean, you can just stream him out anyway. In a 10-team, Brincat doesn't hold quite enough value to bother with anyway.
Yeah. Would you trade Ronick, Klingberg, or Risto for DeBrincat? If you need the peripherals, I would trade Klingberg
Well,
for DeBrincat.
it's a points league.
Okay.
If you look a little bit further down.
Okay,
goals.
yeah. In which case, I guess
I would do wrist. Well, no, that's actually pretty decent value for his peripherals.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably still do Risto. I think.
I think I'd still do Risto for DeBrincat. Yeah, I'd do Risto for DeBrincat there if you need.
Yeah, Daily Faceoff shows Gardner, but he didn't play there last night, and it was confirmed. Like, yeah. So.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Brandon. Thanks again.
Next, yep.
And Shanae.
Yep. Finally grubs off the slump with that shutout. Should I pick up Elliott for the time that Hart is out or Georgiev? I would probably grab Georgiev before Elliott, to be honest. Although you know what I'd do actually, I'd probably grab Shesterkin today on the ice. At least Shesterkin and Hank were practicing, and so what the people said is that this weekend we should expect that the tandem in Columbus will be Shesterkin, Hank. We just don't know who's going to start. So maybe Elliott if you really need it, but I
tandem
don't trust
in Columbus.
I don't trust Elliott, huh?
You mean on the Rangers in New York?
Well, when they go to Columbus.
When they go to Columbus. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob was actually just marked healthy right now for me, so he is good to go. How's the West Coast? Does it feel weird watching hockey? You know, the weirdest thing about it is the time that hockey starts at 4. It just boggles the mind. I go and do things, and it'll be 7 p.m. And I'm like, oh, time to watch a Ranger game, and it's over. I've done that so many times now, where I sit down to watch hockey, and I'm like, oh wait, a lot of the games are done. That's the weirdest bit. Need to drop one defenseman, but I like it. It's a lot of fun. Need to drop one defenseman. Have Letang, Nurse, Klingberg, Murphy, Provorov. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Thank you. Even though Brandon makes fun of Canadian money, we love Canadian money.
Yeah, money's good. Doesn't matter where it comes from.
Need to drop one D. Well, you're obviously not dropping Letang. You're obviously. I would drop. Need to pick up a shooter. Thinking of Bjorkstrand for when he comes back. I like Bjorkstrand. And the thing with Bjorkstrand is he just needs the minutes. But if you can just put him on IR plus for now, then yeah. I would probably drop Provorov.
Nah, it's got to be Murphy. Provorov has been good, and on power play 1.
That's true.
Has to be Murphy.
I mean, Provorov's been okay.
Yeah, he's actually been slowing down lately, but he still has good deployment, and he's
Provorov's on a 23-point pace over his last 14 games.
Yeah, he's slowed down.
I mean,
but he is still power play 1. He's getting decent power play point totals.
Yeah, I mean his power play points are fine, but outside of that, it's not. And if you need shots, Provorov's not the greatest in the world for shots. I mean, and I
still like him more than Murphy.
Murphy a lot. Really? I like Murphy a lot for peripherals. He's been killing it still.
What is Murphy's first name?
Connor Murphy.
There's so many Connor Murphys.
He's upped his shot totals. His hits pace is doing pretty well still, and his blocks pace is still up. So I mean, if you have blocks, there's no way you can drop Murphy right now. None.
I think so. It depends on what you need. If you need shots, he's saying.
Dude. I personally would drop Provorov. That'd be my
Drop Murphy.
I agree with Brandon if you're hurting in power play points and don't need the blocks.
Murphy just doesn't get points in general.
Yeah.
He never will.
Hot hands, Blake Coleman. Yes, I was thinking of doing that this week actually, or if he continues this, which he is. But I'll tell you right now that the episode will pretty much be he's a hot hands for peripherals. But if I were to do it, it would be hot hands for peripherals, not a hot hands for points. He scores in bunches because he's a defensive player. I talked about this on the last stream that I did, but someone was asking, "Oh, why does Blake Coleman not get more points?" And the reason is literally because he's a defensive player. His offensive zone start percentage is below 30%. He is a defensive player. He's just not a how is the Tristan Jarry stick? Is it a game changer? Do you play like Jarry while in the crease? I play like the bad Jarry. But it's a really nice stick. It's I got it. It's the latest Warrior model, and it's really, really nice. I got it way before it came out because, I don't know, Jarry broke this one, I guess, and they refurbished it a little bit. It's still super light, but it plays really, really nicely. So I'm a big fan of it. So V1 Pro Plus is absolutely my favorite stick out there right now, and it's lasted me a long time. What is next here? What's the next one? What are you laughing at?
The next question after this one. It says,
What
"Would I
is
be
it?
too much away by trading away Rajalev for Chabot?" I don't think so. If you
No,
need
I don't
Chabot,
think so
it's a decent.
I just saw it too. Oh, that's great. I'm reading this one out loud from from Dirty Dangler. This is good. Bangers League, choose one. Claude Giroux or a pillowcase full of doorknobs.
I mean, you're gonna get the bangers out of the pillowcase.
I mean, yeah, when whoever you pick up is swinging around that pillowcase and doorknobs, like you're gonna knock out a few people and get some pims. Oh man. Let's see. Daryl, just want to say that in the last game, Kovalchuk only had 15 minutes of time on ice. Yeah.
But he did score twice.
He did. He scored twice.
So I wouldn't look into that too much.
Yeah, and they're using him in offensive opportunities, still playing a lot. Man, I'm crying. Still, like they had. I blanked. They still use him in like power play opportunities and things like that, so I'm not too worried. If this continues to be a trend, then I'd be worried. But right now, I'm still trusting Kovalchuk, especially after those goals.
15:38 like isn't great, but it's not like a huge red flag. It's not like he played 12 minutes or something.
Our goalie cats in a Bangers Cats League only make up 33% of categories. I offered Burns, Kadri, and Rask for Bergeron and Panarin. Is that giving up too much? I'm going to pick up Samsonov if not.
No, that looks fine.
No, that's great to me. That's a fantastic move in my opinion, because when goalies are only 33% of your categories, you can get away with just picking people up like that. Pick my forward defense. So this is bench one. Werenski, Carlson, Ronick, Klingberg, Yandel.
You know, 33% is higher than ours. That means it's 6 skaters and 3. Mm-hmm. It's probably Yahoo standard except without shutouts. But
yeah, I play in one that's like that. You can still get away with it.
Yeah.
Samsonov is good for that too. I'm going to guess that if it's 3, the 3 are going to be wins, goals against average and save percentage.
Yeah. Pick my 4 defense: Werenski, Carlson, Ronick, Klingberg, Yandel. I think you bench Ronick.
I think you just got to bench Ronick. I mean, I love Ronick, but that's probably who you have to bench.
Yeah,
because Klingberg has been good for a hot minute here, even before he got injured. He was playing really well, actually. Can't you pronounce my name correctly? That's funny. I'll pronounce it for you every time if you want. I could drop DeBrincat for Kovalchuk, but DeBrincat has to break out, right? No, I mean, I think at this point, DeBrincat is who he is. I think holding out for a DeBrincat breakout is...
Yeah, I mean, he's been playing fine. He's been playing as advertised, kind of. Like he's a
55-point guy. That's it.
Well, he's even higher than that lately, I think.
No, he's not. No, he's on the season. He's 56-point pace.
Yeah, on the season. I mean, the last
7 days. Last 7 days, 55-point pace. Last 14 days,
only 3 games.
55-point pace.
Look at the last 30.
Last 30 days, I'm getting there. 50-point pace. He's a 55-point guy. That's it.
How does that make any sense? He's almost a point per game over his last 10.
Well, he has 8 points in 13 games.
No, he has 8 points and 10 as well. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
so there you go. Well, depending on when you look at it, right? To me,
Yeah.
he's a 55. He's a 55 to 60 point guy. I think. Here's the thing. And I think we talked about this in the holiday special. If you watched that, the big thing that is crushing Alex DeBrincat right now is his shooting percentage. Last year he shot at 18.6%, which means that he had a ton of goals. He was really lucky, and this year he's shooting at only 10. And maybe that's who he is. Maybe he got lucky last year. The big thing
I
that's
think he
killing
did.
DeBrincat is that, and the thing is, if he doesn't get that shooting percentage back, it doesn't matter. His IPP is high at 65%, and his honest shooting percentage is fine at 10.3. Like, he's doing as well as you'd expect as a normal player. What made him abnormal and above average last year was simply that shooting percentage. So, yeah, I wouldn't be holding out for DeBrincat in shallower leagues, especially. From Steven, my goalies are Rene, Gibson, Riddick, and Blackwood. Should I get rid of Rene and Blackwood and get a good starter? I would absolutely get rid of Blackwood. I would keep Rene.
Yep.
I would trade Bergeron Blackwood if you're going to trade. Who's the best goalie to get? I mean,
do you need a fourth one?
Yeah, I don't know if you need.
Probably don't.
What are your Steven? What are your cats? Because it's the number of leagues that actually need 4 goaltenders is so small that you probably don't. I'm gonna assume that you probably don't. Yeah, hockey always starts early. I like it's so hard to watch now. I struggle. Although football is even harder because EPL is at like 5-7 a.m. Yes, I was talking about soccer. And those matches are so early, especially in Spain. Is Slavin top power play with Hamilton out?
Yep. He played top power play the remainder of that game and the next game.
Yeah. Let's see. It was between Murphy and Provorov. Thought losing Murphy bangers is that voice in the back of my head. Yeah. So I'm the voice in the back of your head saying don't lose the bangers.
Depends on what you need in your team comp.
Yeah,
obviously,
it really depends.
Yeah.
Look, here's the other thing too: is for example, if you can grab a point getter, if depends what's on the wire too. If on the wire there are good peripheral guys, then you can probably stand to lose a guy like Murphy. If there's point guys out there, I would sacrifice Provorov to pick up a better point guy, if that makes sense. Are you guys still planning on doing a video on the roster maximizer tool? Yes, I am. Honestly, just kind of haven't gotten around to it, but it should be coming out this week. Brandon's giving me crap about it too, so I will get to it. He smiles, his devilish smile. What is the next one here? Got lost a little bit. Kovalchuk versus Misty, yeah. Kovalchuk versus Vegas, Draisaitl versus Arizona, Vrana versus the Isles, Tatar versus Vegas, or Duclair versus Calgary. You got to sit 1. Needing assists, shots and hits are probably unreachable. Okay, so
I bench Duclair then.
Yeah, I bench Duclair. Yeah.
Yep. If he's gonna get you anything, it's gonna be shots and hits and possibly goals, and probably not assists. So.
Yeah. This one's easy. I bench Ranta.
Is he gonna play?
Yeah, he's healthy.
I don't know if he's
playing, but he's healthy. I don't know, but I would bench Ranta.
I hope not. If he plays, then that means Matt hits his start minimums because of that one save that Grice had on Monday.
That would be amazing.
And it means I lose all of.
That would be quite a way for you to get really close to me in standings. I would love it. Your goalie luck this year, man, really not your strong suit.
I know.
Okay, what's yeah, so I would bench Ranta. Are you guys ready with schedules next week or just this weekend questions? Yeah, I mean, for the most part,
we recorded the week preview. So
we already recorded the week preview, and Shanae, since you're a multi-cat monster, you get the episode early, which I'll be putting out today. So you'll see it posted on YouTube sometime later this afternoon. So you'll get to see the week preview. But yeah, so if you have questions for next week, go for it. We'll be tweeting out the schedule preview sometime later today as well. Standard Cats leagues, I'm tied in hits and shots. Behind in other categories, I've got 2 spots. I can put in Lindholm and sit either Kuznetsov or Rantanen. I wouldn't sit Rantanen. If
does Kuz do anything? He doesn't really shoot much, I guess.
Man, so Rantanen's been bad for a while here.
Yeah, so has
I mean, Kuznetsov it's been better than Rantanen.
Yeah, but if he doesn't need the points, I think I would play Rantanen because he's going to shoot more. So I'd bench Kuznetsov and play Lindholm and Rotman
Wait,
because you'll
did
get
they
more
say
shots
they?
and hits.
Well, they're tied in hits and shots behind another category. I mean, they need everything though. If they're tied in hits and shots, it didn't say that they don't need points.
Oh, then I would play Kuznetsov and Rotman, the highest upside.
I don't know if I'd play Ron.
He's been bad for a while, but
He's been. I mean, over the last 13 games, he's on a 44-point pace.
yeah. But I mean, the shots are there. The time on ice is there. He
Is
just
the
had
time
bad
on
luck,
ice
I think.
there?
Yeah.
Time on ice is there. I'm kidding. His IPP is pretty low. That's what's killing him right now too. It's the honest shooting percentage is kind of fine. His own shooting percentage is fine. It's the honest shooting percentage that is bad. Wow, so we are all caught up.
We are.
Jesus, slower Saturday.
Do we have any
we did get-
anecdotes? It's snowing right now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's guess what? Let me see. Oh no, it's not snowing here.
Yeah, let me.
Are you gonna try to turn it around?
Yeah, I can turn it around. It's not the most pretty skyline at the moment.
God,
but
it looks like a. I can't even
It's-
see the snow. I can't.
I know,
I can
it's
kind of see the snow.
so dark out.
Oh, I don't know if I can see the snow or if like because I lived there, I can
Oh.
kind of envision the snow.
Can you see it over there better on the?
You can kind of see it. Look at
It's-
the plants.
it's-
You didn't bring in your plants?
We brought in the ones that were not that needed to be brought in.
Multi-cat monster. Let's
Another
go.
one. Getting them all.
Wow, getting them all. I'm getting. It's so awesome to see so many little cat badges. I'm so excited. I designed those cat badges and sent them to Brandon. Like, I got as nervous as you get when you ask a date out and you're like, send it. Whenever I send new things to Brandon, I always get really nervous because he doesn't really hold back. So you never know what you're gonna get. Luckily, he liked them. Although he does think they need to look a little bit more like monsters. I kind of like that they're a little cute. So I don't know.
I think you give them little fangs. They can still be cute.
Yeah, I just don't know if you'd be able to see the fangs. Like you can barely see the whiskers. Can you tell
Yeah,
if
that's
there's
true.
actually whiskers on there? That's the problem. That's why I didn't do it. I had a puck originally. Like it was the like play on our logo. So like where it says FHP, that was the cat, and there was like a line in the puck, kind of like our logo. But it was all so small you couldn't see anything. So whatever. What is what's the next one here? In a
Oh,
deep
so we just.
Oh,
Oh, is there,
no, go
is
for
there
it.
another
What were
one?
you saying?
Oh, there's another
There's
one.
like two more questions.
Yeah, you can answer them. I was
Okay.
gonna tell a stupid story still.
Okay, we can tell a stupid story after. In a deep 16-team 4-keeper, where most goalies get kept each season and the rest get picked in the first round of the draft, are any of Bishop, Olmark, or Markstrom keeper worthy? Yes. Markstrom and Bishop. Yes. Bishop, absolutely. Markstrom, I don't think so. Not because he's not good, just
Yeah,
because
not
we
in a
have
4. Bishop definitely.
we don't know what's going to happen with Markstrom and Demko next year. And also, the thing that people forget about Vancouver, and this is why Demko could get moved, Markstrom could get moved, is that DiPietro is waiting, who's really good. And so I think I wouldn't be surprised, and this might be a ridiculous speculative thing here, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we see Demko moved, and they actually keep Markstrom, and they wait for DiPietro.
That would be
Take the proven thing for a
thing.
few years, and then do DiPietro instead of having two maybe goalies. Not that Demko's a maybe; he's been really good, but just putting that out there. That could happen. On the flip side, you could, ship Markstrom. But I wouldn't keep Markstrom just because you don't know what he's going to do. And Olmark as well. There's really Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. I think that's how you say it. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
right for it. I don't know if that's right, but I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I tried. He's the goaltender in the Buffalo Sabres system. He's amazing. I mean, he's killed it in the World Juniors and on international stages and everything. So he's coming up for the Sabres. He might be ready next year. And so, again, Olmark's kind of a question mark. So Bishop's the only one there that I keep. This is from Nathaniel. Do you want to try that last name?
Matausik?
Matausek? I was going to say Matusik.
Could be.
Maybe. 100% appreciate what y'all do. 4th year playing fantasy hockey, but 1st year doing podcasts and others' advice. Agree on the Roto World advice. Yours is most helpful and useful. Oh, thank you. I mean, I would say that it's hard to be worse than Roto World, but
Yeah,
I appreciate that we're better than them.
they're really not good. Like
Luukkonen. What? Luukkonen. Or maybe Kunin. Luukkonen.
Luukkonen.
I don't know, because if it were Ku, it would be Koo.
Luukkonen.
Okay, I'll remember that for when he finally comes up. or maybe Luukkonen. Jonathan Tays for Larkin.
Yeah, I would
Yes,
take Larkin.
absolutely. Play 2 for next week. Malkin, Bergeron, Pointer, Zibanejad.
No, it's weekly lock. I remember her league.
Yeah. Next week. Let me see. I have the schedule stuff up here somewhere. About
You're asking. Malkin doesn't play 4. That's the big
what
question.
I was going to look up. Yeah, Point does play 4.
Bergeron also does not.
Luukkonen. Okay, so yeah, it's Luukkonen. There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna bring up my schedule thing here that I did for the episode because I want to make sure that because I just don't remember it.
I would probably pay Point and Malkin.
That's
Malkin, Bergeron, and Zibanejad all play 3. Point plays 4.
That's what I'm leaning towards too.
Yeah.
I mean, Zibanejad though.
I know.
So good.
But
you
I would rather have 4 point starts over 3 Zibanejad starts.
That's oh wait.
Well, they do have.
Yeah,
Detroit
Tampa
twice.
has a ridiculously easy schedule next week. Remember, I was telling you they play, but Tampa plays the Kings, the Sharks, and the Ducks next week.
Yeah. It
all
does,
the way,
I mean,
but
I just play a home and home against Detroit, which is funny.
Yeah.
But
that's tough. So the schedule next week. Yeah, so Tampa plays 4 games. Pitt does not play 4 games.
all the other ones play 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably go Point and Malkin, although I'm not against Point and Zibanejad.
You gotta play Malkin.
You gotta play Malkin though. Yeah, I'd go Point and Malkin.
He gets to play Elliott twice. So.
Is it a risk to play Grubauer today? Yes, but for some reason they're actually giving this feels wrong. Money Puck is giving the Avalanche a 57% chance of winning against the St. Louis Blues today.
That does seem kind of wrong.
That seems kind of wrong. I wonder if Scott Cullen has put out.
Have they announced starter? I mean, there's no guarantee that he's going to start either. Grubs.
I'm playing Grubs today for what it's worth. I think. I'm trying to see if Scott Cullen put out his projections because he does odds as well. He did. Okay, so here's what he has. He gives Colorado a 54% chance of winning. So, I mean, if you're going for wins, I just trust Grub. You just got to go with the numbers there. The rest of the Cats, I'm kind of worried about that too with Grubauer. Like, I think I'm going to bench him in. Oh wait, I need to actually bench all my goaltenders in Honkrus because I've already hit my start minimums. I think. Yes, I have, and I don't need them.
I just need them so badly to announce that Raanta is not starting. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, and then for left wing here, Landeskog, Miller, or Hall.
Chris Drieger is expected to miss several weeks.
Oh.
I wonder if they rushed Bob back. That might be scary.
I wouldn't like that. I would not like that.
Get shelled out by Detroit. Just real bad feels after that.
Yay! Dude, if he gets shelled by Detroit today, I'm done. I'm dropping him. Actually, wait, no, he's undroppable because he was my first round pick. Yay! Okay, what? Left wing, Landeskog, Miller, or Hall?
Pick 2.
I think I'd go Miller, regardless.
They play 4, right? They do.
Yes, so I'd go Miller for sure. No. It's Miller. This is easy. This is Miller and Hall. Landeskog only has 2 games.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So Miller and Hall because Landeskog only has 2 games. So for the next 2 weeks.
Right.
So that's what you do.
What are you feeling? Point per game?
So higher than point per game. I think. I love his line, and he makes everyone better. I mean, this is 2 years in a row now of him being elite. I think it's time to buy in that he's an elite player.
Yeah. I think point per game.
Do you think Svech will bounce back? No. I don't think he's going to do the silly stuff he was doing at the beginning of the season. Like, if you expect what he was doing really early in the season, no, I don't think he'll do that. I think that rest of season is probably more of like a 50-ish, 55-point guy. And there's 2 reasons for that. One is minutes, and 2 is he was actually doing really, really well at 5-on-5, and also on the power play at one point, but more than anything on the at 5-on-5, and that's really slowed down as of late. So I'd expect him to be more of this like 50-ish to 55 point guy. So if that's what you expect from him, that's him bouncing back, I guess. I think he'll get back up to that, but I don't think you're going to see like the 70 point pace he was at earlier in the season.
Yeah, I think 55, 60, but he does get good peripherals, so there's that.
Yes, he does. If you're in first, how long of a wait is it worth it to grab injured players off the wire? Grabbed Olsen when Carlson got hurt, but Couture is on the wire still. Could drop McCann or Kubalik. I would drop Kubalik for Couture in a heartbeat.
Personally. But are you just eating dead
spot? Oh, yeah. If you're eating a dead spot, then I still wait a little bit.
Yeah, Couture's not going to be a difference maker for your team if you're in first already, I think.
Yeah. I mean, he's a lot better than Kubalik.
Yeah.
But he's not
out
worth
for
it.
A while. Yeah.
He's not worth it if you're eating the dead roster spot. If you can grab him and put him in an IR plus slot or IR slot, then yeah, do it ASAP. I'm gonna grab Olsen soon, I think. And I'm in first in my keeper league. 16 teams keeper league. My goalies are Ullmark and Saros, and we can keep one goalie. Is Saros still the future for the Predators after Rene, or is Ullmark better keeper? I like Saros more as a keeper than
same
than Ullmark. Yeah, I mean, sometimes honestly,
most of the teams in your league have 3 or 4 goalies. Let them have 3 or 4 goalies and just win all the skater stats.
Yeah, it's sometimes a good strategy. Although it can kind of, I tried that last year in my keeper league and it got a little tough sometimes. Well, mine was 4 of 10. I think my goalies were 40% in that league, and that became a little tough. Wow, my hair is purple. What the hell?
Value for Georgiev once traded totally matters where he goes.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes to Toronto, it gets way lower, or it stays the same pretty much. Just because
I feel like the Sharks are a good landing spot for him, but I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't know if they can. I mean, the only reason the Sharks go for it though is if because they'll have to pay him after the next year. If they were in a cup spot or if they were in a playoff spot, I would absolutely see them going for Georgiev because they can use him for this run and then maybe sign him or trade him later.
Yeah, but I think that the plan would be, they have to sign him in a year or whatever, but I don't know that he's going to command a huge price. And
I mean, they have no cap space though.
Yeah, but
none.
When does what? Yeah, they don't have cap space this year, but what's going on with them? I gotta look at. I mean, Aaron Dell comes off the books, so they have a little bit there. They've got a lot of people coming off the books next year. They have 3.27 million from Brendan Dillon come off the books. Probably not gonna re-sign him. So,
I mean, it seems like
Thornton's coming off. Melker Carlson's coming off.
It seems like the favorite to land him is Toronto right now.
Weird. Okay.
As a rental, it's probably a rental though for them. It's probably a rental for the playoffs or leading up to the playoffs because they need to rest. They need to rest Anderson. You can't keep doing this to Freddie and get to the playoffs and have him exhausted. It's just not going to work. They have to do something. With Hamilton out, who do we pick up on the Canes to replace him? Pesce, Gardner, Eddie are all open. 14-man team, and I have Ellis out as well, so I need a D-man. Are there other defensemen available? Because I'd rather have
Edmondson. I was going to say who?
Yeah, I would rather have non-Kane defensemen, to be honest.
The only other one to have is Slavin, if you really want to go Canes. So
Slavin's value does raise. I just don't think it's as much as people are thinking. I don't think it's as high as... I don't think Slavin is going to become Dougie Hamilton all of a sudden. I think
No, absolutely not.
He's just going to get a few more points.
Yep.
I traded Trocheck in an 8th for Couture in a 6th. Thoughts?
Good.
Sure, good. Yeah. And 10
I'm surprised you got
10 keepers. Good.
a higher pick back.
Yeah, that's
good
impressive.
For you.
Yeah, that's very good for you. They must be high on Trocheck
or they're just
or something
dangerous and they don't have room to hang on to Couture. That's what I assume is happening.
Yeah, that's why. So, did you have a stupid story to tell or what?
Not really.
Forget it?
Yeah, it's gone now.
Tragic.
It is I feel like I'm in a cloud and it's snowing within a cloud right now. It's very strange.
That's literally how snowing works.
Yeah, but I'm not the cloud is you down on us. You're not in a cloud when it rains or snows.
Okay, but you're kind of in a cloud.
No, you're not. You're under a cloud.
I mean,
this cloud is so low, is what I'm saying, that we're in the cloud.
You're also very high, though.
You're high. Your argument is high. Your demeanor is high. You gotta get off those edibles.
I was gonna call me out like that. I went to the gym this morning. Not today, okay? I have Vasilevsky. I have Vasilevsky and Gibson looking to grab a third guy. Who would you recommend between Leonard, Olmark, or Dubnik? Depends what you need. Are you looking for wins? Are you looking for saves? If you're looking for, I actually think Olmark is maybe my favorite right now. I think my order would be Olmark, Leonard, Dubnik.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Up against
Just
a guy
because
with 6 goalies. Okay.
6 goalies.
Were they trying to corner the
Why?
market and then trade? Was that the deal?
I mean, that never works though, because then you're what?
I would rather have Graves than any of those
Wow.
guys that you mentioned,
Yes.
except for maybe Edmondson. But that's for
Yeah.
banger stuff.
Yeah, I like Graves a lot. Is Boquist worth a gamble to replace Dougie? Nah.
I mean,
I
picked him up in a couple leagues. He's not really doing a lot. He's very.
yeah, he's
There's
not.
no peripherals to back him up. He's like the opposite of Dougie.
Yeah, he's virtually the opposite. Yeah, he's just a point kiss guy, and even then, he's not really getting many points.
Top of the league. They wanted to wait. Is it a Roto, or is he just?
The Couture trade, right? The Trocheck Couture trade, I guess. Wanted to keep the best point production. Oh, so I guess they just wanted to keep it rolling, and
If
instead
it was
of
a
having
Roto,
dead spot,
I would understand. If it's
it must
just
have had a dead
them,
spot.
if it's, yeah, I guess whatever.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other defensemen that I really like.
That
right
doesn't
now.
necessarily mean he has dead spot. It could just mean that he values Trocheck so much more above whatever the replacement level is that is worth a trade.
Yeah, there haven't really been that many good defensemen recently. Eric Branson scored a goal. Tony Boychuk.
Good Branson, come on.
I'm kidding.
We picked up Boychuk in a couple of leagues.
We did.
I picked him up in several leagues for this week. He's gonna have to
I can't believe we got Gallagher. That was so dumb.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We picked up stupid Gallagher. Somebody dropped Gallagher, and we're in this league with a bunch of other fantasy hockey people from Twitter. I don't know if people aren't paying attention or what, but somebody dropped Gallagher for reasons unknown, and we had the very last waiver spot because we'd wavered Bryce earlier on, and we got him, which shouldn't have happened. So now our team we're first in the league, and we've lost our 4th, 5th, and 8th round picks now for the rest of the season in Bufflin, Sanko, and Hamilton. And we're still in first.
So dumb. So dumb. Let's see. So from Shanae, I'm gonna get my whole line approved. Let's do it. So you're playing the second overall. Hoffman or Wheeler? I have Wheeler, but want to make sure.
Yeah.
I think Wheeler's the right move there. Winnipeg play. Yeah, Florida doesn't play. Winnipeg has 4 games, so yeah, Wheeler's the right move there. Been holding on to Dubnik, now considering dropping him for Qdobin. I know it'll be a timeshare, but like the idea of better decent. I would do it. I think that as we go down the stretch here, I think that we'll see Qdobin get more starts because then they can rest Bishop for the playoffs, and Bishop's a guy who can get injured and whatnot.
I can tell you who's in that league.
I'll take this other question.
Yeah.
Is Clefbaum keeper worthy?
Depends on how many keepers and depends if you have blocks.
If you have blocks, probably. Although this is a big anomaly year for him in terms of blocks, so I'm not sure where this is coming from.
How many keepers?
Yes,
that's
how
the
many
big
keepers?
question.
That's a big question mark too. Yeah.
Okay, in this league, Fantasy Hockey Life, which is the Fantrax podcast, they've been like duking it out with us for the first spot. Get the Puck Out, which is another podcast. Fantasy Hockey Trades, who I'm sure a decent amount of you are aware of. Fivefold Fantasy, who's locked on Fantasy Hockey. Spencer White, I'm actually not totally sure on who he is.
One second, really quick. Can we talk about Darlene playing 14 minutes and 13 minutes in a row?
Yikes. That's not good.
He got a goal last game, I guess, but what the hell? Okay, continue.
Yeah. Fantasy Hockey X, which is Chris Wassel, is in here. Then us, Average Time on Ice, who's also big on Twitter. Hungry for Hockey Talk, another podcast. Hockey Talkie, which is another podcast. Fantasy Hockey Guy, who's another Twitter dude. And then Fantasy Ref is actually in here too.
Yep.
And that's it.
What is, let me see this next question. Would you rather own rest of season Vatanen or Theodore all day?
Theodore, definitely.
Theodore, all day. Sit one in a points league, Kessel, Atkinson, Arvidsson. Kessel.
Probably Kessel, yeah.
Kessel's strong.
Ilya Kovalchuk, long-term hold? I mean, until he shows something else, yeah.
Yeah, I like him right now a lot.
Yeah.
I'd love to fantasy draft against you guys next year. What's the best way to make that happen? So next year at some point we'll announce when those open up. The best way to make that happen is you'll have to be so we close. That's the only thing we kind of put behind some sort of paywall, which is Patreon or YouTube members. So if you want to, you don't have to do it right now. I know money is tight for people and whatnot, but next year, if you want to play in a league with us, we'll tell you when, and then you just have to kind of be a Patreon
the
member
league, I
or
don't know,
YouTube
because
member.
next year
We'll
there's
see.
gonna be the league will be tiered, but you'll definitely be able to do.
Are we doing tiers next year?
We have to. There's gonna be,
Yeah.
because we're already in six leagues just with listeners this year, which is too much to keep up with.
I think next year. I think the thing is, we might be able to do it if we make them true best balls, like where we don't really have to set. Like the problem,
Yeah,
I
we
think
could
right
do
now
best
is like
balls. We could
if
turn
we
the
don't-
mocks into best balls.
if
Best
we don't
balls
do
are
best
no
balls-
management leagues.
Yeah, because if we don't do best balls, like right now with the way we have to manage it, yeah, it's a lot for us to be in. But if it's just like set it and forget it, I think that's good for us and good for everyone else who's in a lot of other leagues as well.
Yeah.
And that way we might be able to play against a lot of people.
Yeah,
So
I think
we'll-
the idea of drafting, you'll definitely be able to draft against us. Whether that turns
Yes.
into a league, probably.
because-
if we do best balls, probably.
Yeah, because the other thing too that happens. So one of the cool things that if you didn't follow us in the preseason is if you are a Patreon member or a YouTube member in the preseason, you get priority to play against us in mock drafts. So we'll do like mock drafts. Pretty much, we'll do. I don't know. I think at some point I was doing a mock draft every other day.
Yeah,
At some point, and you get priority dibs to join those.
I'll be
mock
honest. I think
drafts.
that like most of the mock drafts will be filled by patrons and YouTube members this
Oh,
season.
absolutely.
There'll be a
Always.
couple that will probably open up to everybody just so that people get a chance.
Yeah.
But if you
Last
want to be
year-
able to do it, then yeah.
I think last year we got to a point where all our mock drafts were 80% or 90% filled with Patreon members or YouTube.
And we had
members
like
now, in
very
this
few of
case.
them at that point.
Yeah, and we didn't have that many. So this year it'll absolutely be that. So that's the two ways to kind of play against us. Where did I leave off? Let's see. Oh yeah, I saw that Treehouse humor. I was paying attention to that. I was like, oh, Atkinson scored. I was so happy. So that was a good move. I mean, I'm low on Howler right now when he was moved back down to third line and whatnot. When do we start to panic about Duclair? Give him 2 more games, I think. I think
The two things
I'm already a
if
little
he
worried,
stops
but-
shooting and or if his ice time drops, neither of which have happened.
yes.
So, although he was not shooting that much for a little bit, but yeah, I'm kind of the same thing. If he can't do anything for a couple more games, then Fabry Pavelski for tonight or today or whatever.
Fabry. Dude, Pavelski dropped.
Pavelski, yeah. Fabry's playing. Oh yeah, Fabry against possibly an injured Bob. Yeah, you might as well give him a shot. Although he's not playing top line, he's playing with Franz Nielsen or something on the second line. That's not great.
I am not a Pavelski fan. Did you guys know that? Did you know that I was not a Pavelski fan? I don't know if I made that clear enough. Thoughts on Gardner?
He has
Slater.
not taken over top power play.
He's not. It's showing on
Slater.
Daily Faceoff, but he did not actually play it.
Yeah.
If you
Daily Faceoff has been a little slow this season with updating lines when they've
Wait.
changed.
the person with 6 goalies has made 1 move all season.
Wow.
Oh
That's
my
not good.
lord! Yeah, that's a problem from the beginning.
Would
yes,
you trade?
I would.
Yes, I would trade
Yes, I
Svechnikov for
would.
Bergeron, Thomas.
Yes. Yep.
Start one OEL Vatanen or Devin Tays. You know what? I don't know. Probably OEL.
Yeah, probably OEL. I wouldn't be worried about Hellebuck, honestly. I know he had 1 bad game, but I wouldn't be worried about. I like both Markstrom and Hellebuck going into playoff season. I like them both.
Yeah.
Hellebuck's a little scary because the team isn't that great around him. But that being said, I do like Hellebuck a lot. I mean, you got to look at his whole resume this season so far, and he's had a few stinkers here and there, but for the most part, he's been a Vezina favorite most of the season. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry. I also like gambling with money. I'm just not very good at it. Does it help? Do you mean, Daniel, like, does it help with fantasy? It kind of helps. Like, it can help you like, if you're good at evaluating like the over-unders and whatnot, then you know what I mean? Like, if you're good at doing that, then I guess you can make some smarter decisions in terms of goaltending, but there's not, I don't think there's as much relatable information, if that makes sense. If I have Grubauer and Francouz, can I drop Murray? No. I think Murray's going to regain the net here real soon. If you take a look at
Yeah.
Jari's starts, he's been starting to slump a little bit, and Murray's been good for a while here. His 4 straight wins, been playing really well. I think he's going to get. I think what we're going to see here in the next 2 weeks or so after the All-Star break is I think they're going to get closer to a split, and Murray's going to get a chance to regain the net. I think that's what's going to happen. Kovalchuk or Radulov, who's better long term? Radulov, but
yeah.
I like Kovalchuk right now more, but long term Radulov.
Yeah. Would you be more interested with Provorov or Chychrun for next season? Probably Provorov. I really do like Chychrun, but if they're not going to give him power play 1 for good, then I don't know how much you can rely on him. I've had him in a couple of leagues for a long time, but he's pretty much droppable. A lot of leagues. Today, if we do the best ball thing, then you're really just drafting, and then
you're really just drafting against us. Not that's the beauty of best balls is no management, which is fun. The one I'm in right now, I'm currently second to last.
Nice.
Yeah, I had so many injuries. Malcolm was out for a bit. Crosby was out. Olofsson, it was my only pickup, and he died. So, his goaltenders are Mrazek, Vasilevsky, Hutton, and Korpisalo. Losing and wins by 1. That's sad, honestly. Like the fact that you're even close in any goaltending category, and one that's cumulative when they have 6 goaltenders is so like you've got to rethink your whole life if that's happening. Honestly, do you think the top line of Flames will bounce back, or is this their production? I think this is their production. You made the mistake of expecting last season when they were overinflated last season.
Yeah, they were our biggest warning. Like the whole team was overinflated.
Yeah, we talked about this a lot in the preseason.
We actually argued about Tkachuk, and I think I'm getting closer to right on that one now.
Maybe Tkachuk I think you might be
starting to slump, but
I think so. So the thing is that when you look at last year, we talked about this a lot. Did Bob just get scored on again? Or were we just talking about him? Oh, Bob's slumping all over.
Anyway. I was gonna say, how is that possible?
I was like, hold on, no, he hasn't even played yet. Please.
He's just sitting in his net, throwing the pucks into it. Like this is my life now.
Oh my god. Yeah, I had very Bob moments the other night when I played. I played really well, and then we lost 4-2, and I had a sub 9-0 save percentage, which is all I wanted. I just wanted an above 9-0 save percentage, and I got right below that, 31 of 35. One of them was a kick in though. The refs are blind and didn't call the kick in. Just saying.
Corey Schneider confirmed for tonight.
Oh God. Wow. Jesus. Rogerson, another multi-cap monster, enters the stream. Look at that. Let's do that one really quick. Sit 1, Price, Grubauer, Markstrom. Probably Grubbs.
Oh,
wow. What nicely done. That sounded a lot louder than a pen. Grubauer, I would bench Grubauer and play Price and Markstrom personally.
Yeah. Did you do the start 2?
No. I jumped down. Oh, wait, 1 second. I was going to say really quick on that Kane thing. It's okay that you found us only 3 months ago. But yeah, one thing we talked about a lot in the preseason was that their shooting percentages all around were really inflated. Giordano, Lindholm, even Gaudreau.
Everybody, the entire team.
Everyone. So when you look at their last season, their on-ice shooting percentages are insane. They're all up in like the 12, 13s. And now they're back down to the 10s, which is league average. And so they've come back down to normal. And that's why, like, what you're seeing right now, I think they might be a little bit.
Yeah, a little under.
A little bit under now at this point, but yeah, they were definitely going to be worse than last year. Start 2 tonight: Freddie versus Chicago, Bob versus Detroit, or Riddick/Talbot versus Ottawa. Wow, those are some good starts. I don't think you can really go wrong with any.
I think I'd play Freddie and Bob.
Yeah, I'd play Freddie and Bob personally. And then hate your life when Bob lets in 4 against Detroit.
Yeah, when Riddick gets a shutout or something.
I hate my life.
Opinion on Nola Chari? He's a banger, and that's it.
I'm never putting myself out there again like that. Put myself out there for Bob, and he.
And I said Bishop, and you're like,
it's the most abusive relationship I've ever been in. Like, I love him so much, and he just lets me down every single time. Like, he'll get injured, and I'm like, yep, that's it. You know what? The injury is gonna reset him. We took a break from each other, put him on IR plus. He comes back and just gets shelled every time. Ugh. And then he comes back and plays a little bit well and apologizes, and then he just, he's a trash can. He's a trash man. What's your opinion on Nola Chari? Unsustainable.
Yeah, I said he's just a banger.
Okay. Should I do with Holtby? Hold.
Yeah, just wait a little longer.
Yeah. Is RNH's streak sustainable? Honestly, I've gotten that question. I haven't really looked at it yet.
I have. I think he looks pretty good. He's always been reliant on his line mates a little bit. So when we saw him break out with McDavid, he's getting Draisaitl time and Yamamoto, as David White down there has mentioned. Or Wate.
He also has 13 points in his last 11 games, so he's been good here for a while. This isn't just like a. I will say though, he's shooting at 32% over his last 11 games. So
Yeah,
and his on-ice shooting percentage is 17%.
Yeah, so maybe not totally sustainable, but I do think he's going to be better than he was.
Yeah, I mean he's on a 97-point pace over that span, but if you bring everything back to normal, he's probably like 70ish.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know what phrase I said, but I say a lot of Bob phrases, and
Abusive relationship, probably.
yeah, maybe that. I don't know. Yamamoto's the real one carrying the second line.
If you think Jerry will be splitting with Murray in the future, would be a good idea to sell high on Jerry. Yes.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. It would absolutely be a good idea to do that. Sorry, I'm just checking my email.
Is Kovalchuk's recent hot streak an actual hot streak? We talked about him. We think so.
Yeah, LA, and also LA is that bad.
Yeah, but he's doing everything right. Like,
how did they not give this? How did they not give this guy top line minutes? It's unbelievable to me.
Yeah,
that
I don't know.
He didn't get top line minutes in LA. It's shocking. It's appalling. It's oh my god! Did Bob get scored on again?
Oh, yeah.
Literally me every time. Like I'll check the score. You know what's the worst part is I'll check the score because the game started and Florida will be up 2-0 and I'm like, yes, a good Bob game. And I'm scared. I kid you not, every single day I'm scared to open the app and check what the score is because I just know I'm going to open it and it's like, oh, yep, they're losing 3-2 now.
Yep.
Oh, man. Gerard or Lindell, who would be better to hold on to? Gerard's riding a good performance streak, but I'm worried about it drying up. Lindell's doing fine, but the Stars are playing low-scoring D-trap. Gerard now that Klingberg is healthy. That would be my take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I don't like either one of them, honestly.
Yeah, not huge on either one, but if you had to pick one, I'd go Gerard. Found them about the same time 3 months ago or so. Went from the bottom league in 3 leagues, middle in 1. Now I'm up to top half and all. Nice. And third in the one where I was in the middle. That's awesome. Love to hear it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's kind of crazy how much like just paying attention to streaming and schedules and maximizing starts like matters. You know, it can really make a difference. Cassian droppable now since they broke up the Draisaitl and McDavid top line. Yeah, probably.
I actually still like him. I mean, he's still playing with McDavid.
I don't know.
I mean, he was never. I never picked him up to be a big point guy anyway. It's about the hits and the pims, and then the points are nice.
Yeah. Armia or Hyman just for today. Hyman for points, Armia for peripherals. That'd be my take.
Yeah, screw Hyman. I would play Armia.
You hate Hyman so much.
I do hate Hyman. He sucks. He's a clown man. I don't care.
God, I can't. One of these days.
He's a 50-point guy.
Just so you know, I have a picture of you that shows you are the clown man.
50-point guy. I don't like him.
Hyman,
bro, today?
Hold on. No. Hyman is on an 82-point pace over the last 13 games. Point per game.
Yeah, because he had 2 games where he scored a bunch of points.
No, that's not true.
It
5 in his last 3, 6 in his last 6. He's been good for a minute here.
Whatever. 6. He's got 5 in his last 3. Of course, that's where all the points came from. He only got 1 point in his last 6 games before that.
And before
he
that,
sucked.
Hold on.
Well, you preach about not looking into blowout games. The games where he got 5 points was a 4-8 game against Florida and a 7-4 win against Jersey. Screw him, he sucks.
Okay, hold on. So why that? It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy to say Hyman for points and Armia for peripherals.
Yeah, if you think they're gonna win 1,000,000 or whatever,
they might. I don't know. They're playing in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean that is a decent matchup, but and Crawford's in net.
See,
I still like Armia though, although maybe not against Vegas.
Oh, look how he retreats. Would you start Kubalik or Duclair today? Kubalik? I like Duclair right now. I mean, Kubalik against Toronto just because they can score some goals against Toronto.
Yeah, I like both. I don't know. My heart wants me to play Duclair every chance I get.
Of course.
And every time I have benched Duclair, it has been the wrong move.
I've benched him this whole week, and it has been the wrong move.
I haven't had a need to bench really anybody this week. But
lucky you.
It was like the last when I first grabbed him when I was benching him.
And he kept hurting you.
Yeah.
Is Horvat a viable option for the rest of the season in the Bangers leagues? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Where does Druin slot in when he comes back? Suzuki down a third line or Armia? Honestly, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
they have so many options, and now that Kovalchuk's playing well,
It's
I
either
don't think
one of
it's- I
Suzuki
don't
or
think it's
Armia. I
easy.
don't think it's Covey. I think
No.
Covey is sitting in Gallagher's spot. Gallagher
Yeah.
get bumped to second line. The thing is, when Gallagher and Druin come back, I think it's going to be Suzuki and Armia are both down third, unfortunately.
Riley Smith or Kovalchuk?
Kovalchuk.
Wow, same time. Look at that.
Mhm.
Oh,
Hyman got moved off the Matthews line.
don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
He was a 50-point guy when he was on it.
I hate it. Hate it.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna confirm.
I think I should check all my lines. Although the game started, so I might have been screwed if I forgot anything.
He played. He got moved to the Nylander Tavares line. It's fine, I guess.
No, don't pick up Nelson this week because Nelson has a bad schedule. Nelson
Yeah,
only
he only
plays
plays
2
two
games
times.
in the next 2 weeks, so he's not worth it right now.
All right. I think I am going to jump off.
I think I'm going to jump off too because I'm going to go edit the week preview. So thank you, folks. We added some multi-cat monsters to the ranks today. Be sure to give it a like before you head out. If you haven't already, we'd appreciate it. Also, be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed to us yet. Biggest fantasy surprise and disappointment. We'll do an episode on that, I think, at some point. So I'm going to leave that out here. Do I hold Couture? This is the last one I'll take. Do I hold Couture through the injury or drop to maximize starts? I mean, if he's taking up a roster spot, I drop. If he's not, then
you're in first also,
fine.
so you could possibly risk it. Depends on who's available.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. Again, throw out some likes, some love, and also, I forget what I was going to say. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Thanks for watching. See you guys.